y'all. Welcome to our show, man. 1 + 1 =
2.
Relationships is all about
Addition and subtraction.
I'm one of your hosts, Trey Verdejo.
And I'm Gina Verdejo.
You know it's true, I wanna go with you. I'll be right there, straight holding you. Whatever it takes to get the dough.
What it is.
Hey.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome.
Welcome back. We're back.
Alright. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Trey Verdejo.
It's your girl, Gina Verdejo.
And this is our 1-year anniversary, alright? 1 + 1 =
2.
Relationship is all about
Addition and subtraction.
Yeah.
Episode 10.
Finally.
Episode 10.
It takes to get the dough with you. When the city gets hot, I'm on the road with you. You know it's true, I wanna go with you. I'll be right there, straight holding you. Whatever it takes to get the dough with you. When the city gets hot, I'm on the road with you. You know it's true.
Cause she was always there. Dedicated. And this I admit, my lady has a passion for chips and whips. When the city gets hot, she take trips with bricks. When the dude get out of line, shorty quick to flip. Dedicated young thing, wanna rely on. No, if the war start, she'll get her ride on. Shorty gangster, she keep her gun close. Plus she knows how to cook and cut coke. We was OT, laying low key. 2800 over OZ. Money was coming, so you know me. I got the drop and me a Humvee to roll with me. To the earth blow up, just be the same when the dirt show up. Word up.
Milestone.
Yes, sir.
Right? This is our first year, so you quickly want to give, what are your thoughts our first year? What some of the good things that we did, and also what some of the good things you're looking forward to next year?
Let's see, real quick. We made it a whole year of doing this episodes, you guys, and we still together. So that to me is pretty damn dope. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
We've touched on, if you guys have not had a chance, all of our episodes are on our YouTube Hustle Your Hustle page. Please subscribe. But we've touched on some real good topics, right? I think we did excellent. And I'm glad that we did it. It opened up dialogue for me and you. Within this year, we've also managed pandemic, coming out of the pandemic, 1-year anniversary, our kids, just life in general. And even though it's been a year, we were promising to do an episode every month.
Right.
So we kind of we had some things we were working on and we couldn't really do 2. We skipped maybe 2 episodes, but we had 10.
Well, the first year of the podcast, I will agree I was a little hesitant because...
A little? What the hell?
When we started doing it and I seen how it brought us closer together and we opened up and we maybe talked about some things indirectly through our show that some of y'all may not have caught, but it sparked dialogue between us behind the scenes. So
right.
That was dope. Stay tuned.
Celebrating. We're celebrating.
But we are celebrating that 1 year, so let's go ahead and give it up, you know what I'm saying? We made that 1 year.
We did.
Yeah.
Show did. What else we got?
As far as Beautiful is concerned, we are going to be doing a lot of pop-up events.
Yes.
These next coming up weeks, so stay tuned. My website, I'm going to link it. You already know, Beautiful Oils. Or follow me, Beautiful_Oils on Instagram. I'm going to be doing some commercials for my brand, and I'm going to be looking for both male and female models. Some will be a little sexy. Other ones will just be, very professional and sexy. So, more to come, more info. Stay tuned for that. I'm excited what we're about to do with the brand, take it to the next level.
Right.
And, don't want to give too much away, but a lot of things in store for the brand and the company as we move forward. So,
we working when we not working we working.
I'm excited.
Wait, are you excited about the promos or you excited about the brand? Because you got real hype when you start talking about the promo.
Both.
Oh, okay. Well, it's women and men in the promo, so.
Yeah. I want sexy males and females. You know what I'm saying? I ain't discriminating. You know what I'm saying? So Fellas, you got that beard, muscles, all that. This is your time to do your thing. You know what I mean? But again, it's not gonna be nothing X-rated, but we will do maybe swimsuit shots, things like that. So stay tuned. A lot more coming. Okay. You already know how I do it, man. I go all in. So yeah. So we finally here, episode 10. What we got for 10. Baby?
So part of what we were saying we wanted to start doing was having some guests come on, right? And we wanted to make it a little diverse. We'll have women, men, maybe some couples down the line. So part of episode 10, I invited one of my really good girlfriends to come on. And I just want to touch on like 2 topics that's kind of trending right now. And she's one of the females that I trust her opinion. She always keeps it 100. And she's just one of those dope-ass women that, you kind of surround yourself with like-minded women. You know what I'm saying? So, without putting too much out there about my girl, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Shanita.
So, Shanita, I think you and I have known each other for, I don't even know how many years now, right? And like I said, when we touch on topics, me and Trey debate, and I try to tell him things from a woman's point of view. He sometimes tells me things that men think of, and a lot of the shit just don't match. It be like off the charts. And I was like, who would sometimes understand what I'm trying to get across and put it on the platform, right? So as of recent, I don't know if you even saw it, DJ Envy and his wife Gia wrote a book during the pandemic, right? And it was a chapter that people was like, everybody was bugging because she said she had faked an orgasm, right? Now, we women of a particular age, and I was like, y'all missed the other part to it.
Watch the lies, fellas. Watch the lies.
No lies. This is all cat, right?
Watch the bullshit.
They were both virgins, right? So he was her only. So they was practicing in the beginning stages. Now, you and I know, once you have kids, what used to get you off at 18, 19? When you hit 32, you needed more than pump, pump, swirl. It just don't do the same things for you, right? So one of the questions that I wanted to ask a woman, have you ever faked an orgasm?
I don't fake it. I just say I didn't have one.
It's okay.
You never.
No, I don't fake it. No.
She don't fake it.
Nah, that's real.
Now, have you ever did the fake phony moan and ooh, that kind of phony?
Yeah, I faked it and it felt better than it did. Absolutely.
That's for the man's ego, right?
Absolutely.
So let me ask you this question, and be honest. When you're dating somebody, right, and there's no title attached to what y'all got going on, so would you give him all of your best tricks out the bag, or would you hold a little something later for down the line, or would you just pull out your freak meter and put it on him off the break?
No, not off the break.
So you hold a little something.
I'm comfortable with you in the beginning.
What's the timeline? What you giving? What you doing? 3, 6, 9 months, a year? Or is it depending on how good the sex is?
I guess it depends on our connection too, because some people you connect with a little sooner than others. So it depends on the chemistry and stuff too. But probably about 3.
How would you feel if a woman just put all the freak out on the first month? What would you think about the woman? Men don't care, do you?
Nah, we do care. We do care how it happened. Say if I'm super drunk and I don't really remember, and you did some crazy freaky shit, you know that should probably get by. All right, cool. I'm gonna look past that. But if I could remember and you off the break, there's some crazy freaky shit, I'm already gonna put you on that side of the bracket. She just gonna be something to play with.
You see, so they think like that.
Yeah,
so
we do, yeah.
A lady in the street and a freak in the bed has a timeline for men.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about one night stand. I wouldn't judge one night stand. It would just be more. Well, I will judge you over one night stand too. It will depend how it go down. You know what I mean? But if you made me work for it on a one night stand, I really had to throw all my lines on you, then I might be why?
Lines, no money, no.
I mean, all that, whatever comes with the whining and dining to get you there. You know what I mean? If you made me go to the max and it was one night, I might respect that a little more. But if it was some easy shit, I smashed you in the car on the first night, I'm not gonna think about you anything serious at first.
So Shanita, do you need a title to bring out the, I guess, like, we all have an alter ego too. Like, you know, everybody got a little something, something in their bag. And I think I don't want to just give you everything. Like, I need some type of commitment. It don't have to be a title, because somebody told me I was too old to have a boyfriend at some point when I was dating. They was like, what the fuck, why you saying that's your boyfriend? So when we get to a certain stage, yeah, it's like, so what do you think? You gonna hold off, or you need a commitment?
I'm definitely holding out in the beginning. Like, I'm not doing everything for somebody who I don't have a type with. I'm just not doing everything. And it's not just the sexual part, like a lot of other stuff that comes along with, you know, being in a relationship. I'm not doing all the extra caring and all the checking on up and all that. I ain't doing none of that. All that telling where I'm at and all that.
Yeah, you out there breaking niggas' hearts. That's what the fuck she's saying, y'all. I'm gonna interpret that for y'all. She out there breaking niggas' hearts.
But I can't like chase. I can't like do, like, I leave a lot of stuff up to men.
To let him lead the situation, and then you, if you're comfortable with it, you follow.
Yeah, I can't be. You know, some women are very aggressive. You know, and
Yeah.
call and they doing this and they doing that. And you know, just doing a whole lot. I don't do a whole lot.
You're not an aggressive woman. You got a New York hat on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That comes, you know what I mean? Like, what you talking about?
That's fashion.
Like, I'm not a pushover.
Oh, all right.
When it comes to men, I'm not like going at them. Like,
No extra.
I try to lay back when it comes to dating, because, you know, I let them. If they don't show interest, I don't show interest. Like,
It's reciprocated, right?
Yeah.
But see, again, that's grown woman shit. When you 22, 24, you might pull up. You might be wilding out. We've all had moments where, you know, a little something, something pop off. So it's kind of like, whatever. But I be trying to explain that to Trey, like, it's not that we think like a man, but we both kind of move in the same direction. Women know what they want. If I know I'm hollering at you just for the sex, I'm good. I'm gonna be okay with that. It don't have to be all that. You ain't gotta lie to me. I love you. You this, that, and them. I'm gonna give you my bank account. I don't need that shit. We good. Now, if you gonna give me the money, I'm gonna take it. I ain't stupid. But all the extra they do for some butt.
You
it's
see
like,
all the codes? They said a bunch of codes to each other just now in that conversation. Fellas, don't fall for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, look, man, we really appreciate you joining us, being our first official guest ever at 1+1 = 2. So
trying
we
to
really
teach this brother
appreciate
something. You try to open it up.
You know what I mean? I know you're a big fan of the show, so please keep supporting us and spread the word.
Holding us down. Tell a friend, tell a friend, subscribe. Tell them to join us. And when we do our guest in person type thing, we're gonna be looking for you. We're gonna be looking for your hat. So be sexy.
Yeah.
Make sure you bring it. All right.
All right, thanks, guys.
Appreciate you, love. All right, have a good one.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we got our next guest. I want to let them introduce themselves first. Go ahead, y'all.
We are He Said, She Said, Love and Abundance. I am Nikki, and this is Sean, my husband. And we are the Harris Tribe Meeting Group.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Yes, man. I'm glad y'all here, man. I'm glad y'all here. So, all right, man, we're going to get straight to it, man. You know what I'm saying? We do got some questions lined up. I kind of kept the suspense alive. Didn't let y'all know what kind of questions I was going to ask. But it would be relationship related. All right? So, one of the first topics we're going to get into is having multiple baby mamas and being in a relationship with that individual who may have multiple baby mamas or multiple baby daddies.
Either or.
Can that relationship work? And if it could, how? And if it can't, what kind of downfalls you see as to why it can't work?
That's a great question.
You probably would answer differently, so. You go, mister.
Thank you. I think it's gonna depend heavily on the maturity of that common denominator. So, you know, they definitely have to present a forum and a platform where it is honesty, it is openness, and it's family. Because, whether it's going to be an amicable situation or not, we're all going to be family. It's going to be a community type of situation. So I think that as long as everyone handles it in a mature fashion, because we kind of had the situation. I have a son from a previous relationship, but our relationship was completely, professional, platonic, and about our child after we stopped having a relationship, and with us being mature individuals. So we thought, we handled it and we were able to be professional, able to be cordial, able to be polite to each other, and make it to 18 to where, it was just our relationship with our child at that point. So I know that in a perfect world, everything goes great, but the world ain't perfect. And of course, there's going to be some individuals that may be a little immature in those instances. What do you think, Mr. Tyrus?
I mean, yeah, I agree with a lot of that. And like he said, it's all on the individual. Maturity plays a large part. Multiple baby mothers or baby fathers may be challenging because the person you're dating cannot control how those parents behave or how they, you understand what I'm saying? How they bring their self into the dynamic. That woman or man doesn't have any control of that. You know what I mean? So, like he said, if they're not mature and they don't already have a mature relationship as far as the children are concerned, it's going to be a struggle.
It's hard to co-parent. Yeah.
It's absolutely hard. It's already hard to co-parent, to throw a third person in there because now you have an outsider questioning,
Right.
But maturity, communicating, setting boundaries is very important, and the age of the children are important too.
Oh, I didn't even factor in the age.
Yeah, the age I think plays a major role. I agree with that.
He had a child coming in too, but he was 2, almost 3.
Right.
So it was all on how I presented myself to him, and just he was very mature about the relationship. I never even met the mother until after we had our child, so we were together 3 years. You understand what I'm saying? So they were really mature to be that young. And, he had to put me in my place quite a few times to say, it's not about you.
Right. It's about my child. Right.
You shouldn't even be questioning anything. And it wasn't like I was nitpicking. It's just like, why wouldn't she want to meet me? I'm around your child. I'm an influence to your child. But he said, it has nothing to do with you. She trusts me. I'm his fault. She know I'm not going to have, just any type of person around our child.
That's a good point.
That showed me how mature they were and how much, she respected him and trusted him with their child together.
Right. That's a real good point. Okay. Yeah.
Now, does that change if you're about to start dating? So maybe, Ms. Harris, maybe you kind of elaborate a little bit more since you kind of walked into that situation where he already had a 2-year-old. So when you're about to date somebody, do it matter how many kids they have, who they have a kid with, how old is the kid, how is that relationship with the mother of the kids, all those things, did that play a major factor in your decision? Like, kind of touch on that a little bit, some of the emotions you may have went through.
I kind of interrogated him the first night, pretty much, so when I asked, do you have children, and he said yes. I'm all for it. I can always love and nurture, somebody else's child. That's just in my being, And the next question was, do y'all have drama? And he said,
Key. No. Right. That's right.
I asked that off top, and it was kind of intrusive, but he was honest, And I'm like, you sure? Because I just don't want to deal with the drama. I don't want her to hate me while I'm loving her child or whatever the case may be. He said no. And that was it. It was never no drama.
Right.
Yeah.
But what about you, Mr. Harris? Not to take you back to them days, but anything you remember or kind of point out that you kind of saw in her, like, you know what, she's sticking with me. She must be a great woman. You know what I mean? Let me pursue this.
Yeah, absolutely. She walked up to me and she said hello. That's all it takes for me, man. I'm a sports person, so anytime somebody sees something in you that you don't even see in yourself, that's all it takes right there. You showed me that I have something in me that I didn't even know, and you tapped into it. And she walked right up to me and gave me a little bit of conversation, and I gave it back. and here we go. But I think that us as gentlemen, it's hard for us to recognize who's looking at us when we looking at everybody else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when we come in the club, we start surveying the land, looking for our prey, and you don't know who's looking at you. You don't know who's watching you get shot down. You don't know who's watching you in this place. So, fellas, just be easy a little bit. Take a look at what's going on in the place. See who's watching you. And sometimes, when you're not looking for something is when you're really going to find a gem. So I would just say be open and be ready.
Dope. I told y'all, man, I couldn't wait to get them on, man. You know what I mean? We have great conversations.
Real talk.
Let's get to this next one here, right? When you are in a committed relationship, and like you guys are, like we are. When I say committed, it could be, you guys don't have to be married, but y'all committed. Y'all in a committed relationship. How important is privacy? And what kind of boundaries do we set as being in a committed relationship when it comes to privacy?
Privacy is very important. Because individuality is important. And making sure you both hold that dear is important. If you don't look for something, you probably won't find it.
Ugh.
I probably learned my husband's never been a snooper. That's not even in his DNA. But yeah, like the first year before we even had children, I went in his wallet, there was some numbers, so I learned my lesson very, I kind of did repeat that into the cell.
Don't look at me. Don't look over this way.
Snooper either. I trust my husband. He's never given me any reason to feel the need to do that,
Salute.
I had a lot of brothers, so it's just not something. I respect his boundaries, just
Boundaries, yep.
Yeah. But he's never snooped in my stuff. That's
Absolutely.
That's not in us. That's not in us.
But you can speak on that.
I just think that, to put it simply, when you're a dope individual and you come together with another dope individual, y'all can just be incredible together. So individuality is very important because she has to be dope on her own. I have to be dope on our own, and we kind of bar each other. I want to be dope because she is amazing. So I want to try to keep up to be just as amazing, to give her less reasons to look elsewhere, and just to be a dope ass person, because being a good person is really a dope thing. It feels good. And when I look at myself in the mirror, I can look back and smile. So, just knowing that being a dope individual, we come together, people really like our energy when we come together, and I think that's what it's all about, that, we're each other's better half, and that's what it is. When you recognize that, it's not about you, that you're dope, you're a nice guy, and she's a good girl, but when y'all together, y'all are amazing, and if more of our people see that, we better together.
I agree.
Nah, great perspective, especially from, a couple who's been together, almost a quarter, so being together that long and still being able to have that spark like you guys have is,
For us to see how you guys look at each other, I don't even know if you guys realize it. When you're in the room and y'all look at each other, like, that's contagious, because that's what we feel. So that's pretty good. That's cool.
And it's organic because we see it in y'all. You can tell when it's organic in a couple, and some people they just are a dope couple, and that's why people say, you guys are a beautiful couple, or you guys are an attractive couple. Like, it comes from actual truth. When we see y'all energy, it's just amazing because it's organic. It's not made up.
Right.
Because the drinks is flowing, because the outfit is, it's organic.
I like him. I like him. I like him a lot.
I like him a lot. We want to get an opinion from another couple. Thank y'all for being honest and giving your perspective to those questions, because they trending topics. It's real. It's a real convo.
Yeah, and I promise our viewers we'll get them back and have a full-length episode with them.
We definitely got to touch base with you guys. Like,
I appreciate you guys taking some time. I know I hit y'all last minute. And you guys of course said yes, no problem. So that means a lot to me. Appreciate it. I'm definitely gonna, of course, link y'all up. Check out their podcast. He Said, She Said, Love and Abundance. All right, if you want to learn more about them. All right, thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Please check them out. Thank you guys.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us. We look forward to having y'all on our spot too.
For sure.
Carve out a date.
Yep.
Go dancing.
All right, salute. So we are back with our third and last guest. So you want to go ahead and introduce our next guest, baby?
So our third and last guest, we wanted to touch into some millennial couples.
Okay.
All right. So
Fresh
you guys,
new blood.
yeah, we wanted to, thank you guys for hanging in there with us. And also, we wanted to see if you guys have learned anything from watching our show. We know y'all tune in like every episode that you know that we do. So thank you for the support. And we just wanted to get a perspective from, some young blood and see what y'all think about some of these trending topics, all right?
So who we have the pleasure of joining us now?
So introduce yourselves real quick. Tell us your name.
Right. What's going on, everybody? Gerard, a.k.a. Gina's little big brother. Hey.
I'm Tiara. Hopefully your future in-laws.
My T2. She my T2.
There it is.
So Gerard and T, like I said, they're a young couple, right? So we had some questions. We want y'all to be honest real quick. We just going to touch on a couple things and y'all give us your honest feedback, okay?
Yeah. We just had a couple who've been together 25 years.
25.
So now we got you guys. So different perspective.
Different perspective, okay? So you guys are a little bit different. Neither one of you guys have kids, right? So how would you feel dating a man or a woman with multiple baby mamas or baby daddies? Or is it a total deal breaker? Like you don't even want to date if they have that situation going on?
You want to go first?
Okay, well, I'll go first. I actually dated one before him, obviously. He had 3 kids. And he didn't know how to make time for everybody, per se.
Okay,
So I kind of just let that go. But, I dated guys from kids before. It's not the worst. To me, it's kind of like a turn on the way because they take care of their business. They don't take care of their kids. They in their kids' life. The minute they're in their kids' life, no, I would never do that in the first place. So that's my take on that.
That's a good perspective.
That's a good point. Right.
Yeah.
Gerald, what about you dating a woman? She got a lot of baby daddies, like 3 baby daddies.
All right, for me, it's a deal breaker now because I've been there, done that. I dated somebody with 7 kids, 5 different baby daddies. The kids were disrespectful, and it was a big turn off for me. And the girl, she was small as a stick for somebody that had 7 kids. I believe she has 8 or 9 now. I don't even know. But at the time, I couldn't do it. I lost count. If you had 1 kid or 2, I dated females with 1 or 2 baby daddies. As long as they're not disrespectful, I have no problem with it. When you get to 3 to 4 or 5 different dudes, no go for me. I'm out. I gotta go.
All right, so we was talking about this is odd talking to y'all about it, but love language, right? So I want y'all now think about it like this.
This is your sister, but you can answer, all right?
You can answer because you're an adult now, okay? When it comes to pleasing your partner, how far are you willing to go? Like, are there limits to it? You guys are not married, but y'all recently just moved in together, right? So have you guys taken time to learn each other love language? Like, what are the limits and do you have boundaries or none? I'm gonna do whatever. She want me swing from the roof, I'm gonna swing from the roof. Or T say, if Gerald want me scale the wall like Spider Woman, I'm gonna do it. Like, how y'all work that out?
We're still working. I think it's a day-by-day process because we're still adjusting to living with each other. And our love language, we've been talking about doing some different things. We have had our moments of spicing it up. Okay, we're not gonna get too much detail with my sister, but there's a lot of things that we want to do that we haven't done yet. But we got a trip in Jamaica for my birthday coming up, so let's just say our bucket list, we should knock a lot of things off.
There we go. Threesome. Yes.
No, threesomes, no.
Damn. I tried, Rod. I tried.
Like sex on the beach.
I want I want to try everything. I'm trying to get to try everything. This is just a couple years, but watching porn, Just try different positions and stuff, like try different ways to spice up in the bedroom a little bit. Or when I watch you guys show date nights, we haven't tried paint yet, so I want to try that. Might try pizza night, stuff like that. So I just want to try everything, try all these things, and because we're still new, we're 2 years in, but we're still trying to figure each other out. We just moved in together, so it's gonna be different now. But so I'm trying to
do everything while I can, while we still fresh and young, and so we have no kids right now. So.
Right, you free. Like, y'all basically can get it popping. You want to go to Royal Farm? Let's go to Royal Farm and park and get your whatever from Royal Farm and go around the corner. You never know.
Yo, throw this outfit on and then
Put
come
this
on.
sundress season, T. Sundress season.
We almost had a time we got drunk at Identity that one night. They kept buying the shots, and I had a whole lot of things playing in my head, but if we had too many shots, and
it didn't go right.
Well, it's
cool.
good to see that you guys have walked away from some stuff that we actually talked about on the show. So that's pretty cool.
So
yeah, that's good.
But let me ask y'all, right? So now that you guys kind of moved in together, have y'all guys discussed privacy, boundaries? How is that? I know it's an adjustment, right? Because you guys both had your own place. You know, if y'all together, you knew at the end of the night, I could go to my place. I don't got to deal with this shit. Now, y'all together, what kind of boundaries or privacy have y'all talked about? Or is that something y'all still working out?
I know I started before she moved in because as everybody know, I'm like a private person. I like my alone time. I just like to unwind after a long day like everybody else. Of course, I speak. Of course, I'm not going to be rude. But, you know, after you wash up and you just want to unwind. I just need an hour of power to myself. When we play the game, let me just chill in the room. And then after that, we good to go. But I didn't want to come off rude, but that's just how I am, you know, because as an only child, in a sense, even though, you know, Jeannie, you moved out when I was a baby, I'm just so used to being by myself. So,
yeah, you got to learn how to deal with people. Yeah, people don't consider that.
Exactly.
And when he first said it, I got it fitted at first.
Yeah, she did.
Only because I'm like, well, bitch, you want to spend time when I get home. But I realized I'm going to see him every day. So,
every day.
Man time, and my ladies, like, you know, we go over things. At the end of the day, we come back home together anyway.
Right.
You know, I spend every waking moment, every waking hour. I got to wake up to him, go to bed to him, stuff. I got to fit it at first, but eventually, all right, well, I see where he's coming from, but still not going to want to get tired and get bored things so quickly. So,
right.
How price actually needed. Yeah.
Now, y'all are young. What about y'all cell phones? You give out passwords, you got the code, you got the. What y'all doing with that situation? Because the phone thing.
We haven't really yet. I mean, I let it go through my phone before. For me, I don't go through nobody's phone, but I just feel like if I gotta go through your phone, then I don't need to be with you because that shows I don't trust you. I trust you enough to let you do your thing. If I feel a certain kind of way, I'll be like, hey, babe, you know, what's up with you and homeboy? But you never gave me that vibe that I need to go through your phone to say, who is that calling? Who is that texting you? I'm just not an insecure person like that. I know some people are, but for me, I'm just like, cool. And I have nothing to hide, so I post on my Facebook, IG. Nobody shoots their shots at me. I'm on So.
Because we're already open. Anyway, we're so open, I don't really need to ask for his password. Because, I mean, if I need something, he'll give it to me anyway. But by first, if he need a coffee from my phone, I'll go ahead and give it to him. So, because we're so open, I don't ever really have to wonder, like, what's he doing? Or why is he not here this time? He already tells me already.
Right. And it's cool because she slid in his DM.
Right, I'm realizing why. Yeah, y'all trying to act like y'all the perfect couple. Fuck that. We're about to turn it up. So, I'm just playing. I definitely like that. But I'm realizing in general, fellas, man, I know we big on, you know what, I don't want to go through my lady's phone. I'm not with that. And that's how y'all get away with a lot of shit, I'm starting to realize.
You're right.
We just don't do that.
Yep, you're absolutely
so
100.
Fellas, fuck that. Once a year, go through your girl's phone. Once a year. Word, they get away with too much.
Group chat lit. Fuck that shit. I'm in it, like my DMs and everything.
Now, y'all can't get mad at conversations we have with our friends on our phone. Like if you used to go through our phone and you see conversations and we talking about,
I'm gonna bust your lip.
The
You
bitch
better
at
watch
the club
it.
or
No,
this or that.
never. No.
Damn.
No, I'm gonna bust your lip. Even if you texting, I'm gonna bust your lip. So watch what you text, cause that's like what you say. So.
I cut off a lot of people once
You
we
have
got
to.
serious. And I'm like, I don't want no threat. So
Yeah, you got
I think
to.
you gonna be a threat.
I want no smoke. I don't want no smoke.
I don't want no smoke. Yeah.
Not a threat, but a distraction. You know what I mean? A distraction.
That's it.
Distractions. Okay, that's fair.
Alright, that's dope, man. Well, I really appreciate you guys joining us, man. I know it was last minute. I appreciate, you guys do watch our show and
Thank you guys.
that means a lot to us. You know what I mean? So, and I appreciate you guys joining us, and I
Keep
love y'all. So
tuning in.
y'all keep doing what y'all doing and keep that love going.
Man, we need more episodes.
I know we working on it.
That feels good for us to know that. So we got you. We appreciate it, and we working on it. Just know we working on it, and y'all in there. So
I need it once a week.
once a week. What they talking about now? What they talking about?
So check out y'all podcast.
My fix.
Yes, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Keep spreading the word
That's
for us.
right.
I appreciate y'all, man. Have a good one.
Y'all have a good night. Love you guys.
Alright, peace. So you already know, man. So as you see, man, I wish we could get more and more guests to join us, but it's just not possible with the amount of time that we have. But
Celebrating with some folks.
yeah, if you want to be in our future podcast, as you see, we're gonna start having some guests joining us. Let us know so we could put y'all on the schedule.
Yeah, so again, anybody want to be a sponsor, reach out to us, let us know. We're looking for sponsors. We are going to, again, start doing some outside activities, so keep that in mind. And topics. Y'all hit us up. Our IG page, 1+1 Podcast. Look for me and Trey on there. If y'all got some topics, anything, let us know.
And be on the lookout for Bulletproof Love coming back.
The segments are coming back.
Coming back.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
any last words, babe?
The only thing I want to say is episode 10. We made it a whole year.
We made it. We made it.
Nigga made it.
It's your boy Trey Verdejo.
It's your girl, Gina Verdejo.
And this is 1+1 equals
2.
Relationship is all about
Addition and subtraction.
tell a friend to tell her
Friend, subscribe.
and share.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.